not getting maximum points on your opening game, would you agree that it tends to put just a bit of pressure on your next 2 games?
Yes, it does. It does because we needed the maximum points in order for us to be comfortable approaching the next game. But then because it was just a point that we got, so it gives us pressure for us to really work hard on this next one so that we can get maximum points.
How different is now the approach that you are taking, into this game, and what are some of those adjustments you made in your rest days?
Okay, so the adjustments that we made were on the attacking part because I think that was the problem that we had. We built up well from the back. The midfield was okay. The balls were going up front, but then the finishing was not okay. So that's what we've been working on so that we are able to score goals.
Let's talk about now your changes.
So we feel that the substitutions that we made brought in a positive change. We attacked more in the second half, and so we want to have more goals. We believe that the girls that are going to start are going to give us the goals that we need.
All the best, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
You had a good start in your opening game. Now you also had a few days to rest. What were some of those key areas you focused on?
First of all, the first main goal was to recover. And then secondly, try to fix something we didn't do well, building up our game and in terms of defending. We don't want to press or too high, but the players try to do that, so we try to fix it in the second training session.
You're playing the defending champions.
Yes. It's not an easy mission, so we're going to try to do our best. We have a plan, okay, but I know we are playing against a strong team, but we will try to do our best.
Let's talk about your 2 changes.
Yes, I changed my left back, more doing to load management, and in midfield, more strategic substitute. So the players we put in, she gave us more quality when we build up our game. So that's why we make those 2 changes.
All the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, Sarah Njere and Jacqueline Nkole are on the score sheet for Zambia, getting those 2 early goals and ensuring that they go into the halftime with that advantage. 2-0 as things stand to the defending champions Zambia, and leaving Angola wanting and a lot of work to do going into now that second half. And joining me now is Pinky Macheka, my analyst for the day. Pinky,
yes,
what did you make of the half?
Listen, it was expected of Zambia to actually take the game to Angola.
Yeah.
I mean, the experience that they have, they just came back from the from the World Cup. They've got experienced players. So it's amazing to see them again and playing like a team because they know each other. They've been playing together for a while.
And we always talk about how young this Zambia team as well and how we're still going to see so much from them. But Coach Flo coming into this game with 4 changes. All the players that were subs, they start today, and look at the impact already, getting those 2 early goals in the first half.
It's the hunger that you see from players. I mean, if you're given an opportunity as a sub and you take that opportunity and make use of it, it's the hunger, like I said, and how much you want it. So it's amazing to see young players coming in and showing their skills and wanting it so bad.
Well, certainly wanting it back, and that is what Zambia really did, how they just started off the day. You could already see that they wanted this more. As coming into this game off of a draw, they knew that they needed nothing less than 3 points today. So this is how now things are started for Zambia. A little niggle there, early injuries, but the goal nonetheless.
I mean, the goalkeeper, if you go out as a goalkeeper, you need to make sure that your line is cleared. But fortunately, the number, Sarah Jarrett was there, to at the right time, at the right place, and also take the she took that advantage and scored the goal.
This also speaks about now awareness from the defense, because I mean they could have quickly diffused that situation, collecting that ball easily. But here comes now the bullet.
Oh yeah. Oh, what a crack of it was a crack of a goal. I mean, getting the ball at the half of the team, and also the wind is against them, and it's just a nice, controlling and a nice goal,
I mean, yes, the wind factor here, the wind is actually playing a factor here. And the fact that Zambia scored 2 goals playing against it says something. But now we look at Angola. They're playing with the wind. This was probably their first real chance just going over the crossbar. So we haven't really seen much from them.
Oh, yes. I mean, that was a nice opportunity for them to actually equalize. But unfortunately, they didn't. And also, I mean, we've seen the stats that says Angola, Zambia is dominating the game, and clearly we could see that.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look at the possession, you can already see that even with the attempts and the shots on target, that they certainly are making use of those opportunities. But it's certainly Angola that has a lot of work to do.
Of course, they need to come back here and show character. They need to put the ball down, because we know already that Zambia, they're very good, but they need to take the game to them. Be settled, control the game, make those passes together, and that's the only way they can gain confidence.
Well, we're going to do a little bit of a swap, and we're going to let Pinky go. But you look at Angola, a little bit of a different team from the one that won 5-0 against the Comores. So certainly a lot of work to do. But now joining me for my halftime interview is Dikeledi Madiba, who is, of course, the emergency care officer for the Gauteng Department of Health. Thank you so much, Mama, for your time. Let's talk about now the role that the EMS plays at this tournament.
Okay. I would like to say we thank COSAFA for inviting us. As medical emergency care officers, we are glad to be here, and we are really proud to be here at this event. So our main role here is to make sure that all the players and the spectators and all the officials we ensure that they are well taken care of, and their well-being and their safety as a moral.
And of course, it's not just about these big tournaments. We see EMS everywhere in concerts, in big tournaments, even the Kasi tournaments. We also see EMS as well. Talk to us a little bit about the experiences and the different events and the different tournaments that you're part of.
Oh, okay. We as EMS department, we are a licensed authority that we are licensed to be maybe invited to the events such as these ones. So like we have some teams of people who are well qualified. When talking about people who are well qualified, we're talking about the paramedics, we're talking about the emergency medical care practitioners, we're talking about the people that had the skills to deal with people that maybe whenever we having such experience, maybe problems, that those people that we attend in the event to, they will be taken off and they will be transported. If there's a need of the patients that we have in, that there's a need for them to be transported to the nearest facilities.
What is the deployment like in tournaments like this in terms of the number of officers that are here? Is there a standard protocol number? Because I think I see 4 under each gazebo. Is that the standard for tournaments and games?
Yes, ma'am. We having like a plan on how we're gonna categorize the people who are qualified. In terms of that, we make sure that people who are sitting there are qualified. People who are qualified per section. Like if maybe we're having the emergency care practitioners, we'll be having advanced life supporters, we'll be having BLS, we'll be having intermediate.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Well, it is Dikeledi Madiba from the Gauteng Department of Health. Of course, she's part of the emergency services. They do so much work. When you look at the players that go down, they're always running onto the field. Whether it's hot, when it's raining, they certainly do their job with so much pride. But as it stands here, it is 2-0 to Zambia. Can Angola bounce back? Well, let's find out.
Highlights. Well, goalkeeping error punished by Jerry Poacher.
Well, most definitely it was an unfortunate moment when the goalkeeper was still very cold and not able to get control of that ball, spilling it in favor of Jarek, getting a goal as early as the 2nd minute.
How's this for Butte? Beautifully curled into the back of the net from range. Then that class from the left back Ngole.
Well, Ngole making up a lot of ground and making sure that from a left-back position, she launches a scorcher. Keeper had no chance but to pick the ball out of the back of the net.
Lovely pass from Katongo, sets Sharon away for goal number 2.
Fantastic effort when you look at the midfield, as they call Ngole Kante. That beautiful ball dissecting in the midfield was equally met by a very, very impressive Sarah Jere to give her a brace on the day.
Now, space allowed. Luvunga here, and well, she punishes the Zambians with a bit of help from Lunga.
Exposing the goalkeeper Rita Jose Islivungo, who was not done yet, wanting to register her name on the score sheet, and what a beauty it was at that.
The numbers will certainly be interesting here at the end of it all. Not much separating them in a ball possession stats here, which will all go well for the Angolans. But Zambia, well, double as much in goal attempts and, well, more than double in the way of shots on target. They did the business and did it impressively.
Well, our player of the match is Everine Katongo, and unfortunately for her right now, she's not feeling too well, but her coach will get the award on her behalf, and to hand over the award is Veronica Pewa. Thank you so much, Coach. You needed a win. You got the job done.
Yes, we did, and it was part of the plan because we didn't start well, but we knew the areas that we needed to work on, and that's the finishing part, and it's good that the girls have gotten it all. And the 3 points was very important for us.
It really was. When you also talk about the build up to those goals, all 3 of your goals, but particularly the last one, when you just look at just how they found themselves between the defenders as well, and Seranjera getting a brace today as well. Was this now what you were exploiting as Zambia?
Yes, this is what we're exploiting, and I think the girls got the information, the news that we gave them, the role that they were supposed to play. They understood their role very well, looking at how we've been training and looking at the result of the first match. So well done to the girls.
You have your final match against the Comores. We saw that everyone is not feeling too well. Tembo struggling just, not Tembo, Mwemba struggling just a bit now, Coach. Is this now a bit of a concern for you going into your last game?
It is, but the doctors are doing their job. I'm sure they'll be fine for the next game. Yeah.
Well, all the best, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach Flo of Zambia, collecting the player of the match on her players' behalf, but they got the job done. Joining now is Coach Sosa. Coach, you needed the win today.
Yes.
What happened?
I think that illegal goal that we conceded just changed all our strategy. So congratulations to them. I think they play much better than us. We just need to look at us and try to improve.
One of the things that we spoke about was that the key point where you put in Gasper and what she's going to do for you today in that midfield and being your floor general.
Yeah.
Did it work according to plan today?
Didn't play that well, because when we have the ball and try to use the counter-attack, we weren't that fast, and the other thing is we allowed them to kick long balls. So even if you have low block, it's important to stop them to cross that long balls. So just need to look at us and try to improve.
Hard luck, Coach. All the best against Mozambique.
Thank you.